Welcome back to Vetted Shorts, the channel where we unravel the cosmos, one extraordinary dossier at a time. Today, we're diving deep into the enigma of the Plejaren, often referred to as the Pleiadians, a Nordic archetype of alien that's captivated seekers, skeptics, and UFO enthusiasts alike. Are they luminous messengers from the Seven Sisters, or the most artfully crafted myth of the UFO age? Buckle in as we traverse chilling sightings, controversial contact cases, and the life-changing messages of our cosmic siblings. Before we start, smash that like button if you're ready for a journey that's equal parts mystery and revelation, because the Plejaren are assuredly among the most controversial and fascinating aliens ever documented. Our story truly begins in the rolling hills of Switzerland, in the quiet town of Hinwil. Late in the 20th century, Edward Billy Meyer, a modest Swiss farmer with a rugged beard, would emerge as the unlikely linchpin of a decades-long dialogue with beings from beyond the stars. Let's rewind, though. The name Pleiadians comes from the dazzling star cluster, the Pleiades, visible to the naked eye in our own sky. Myths about these bright sisters ripple across cultures. Yet in 1975, Billy Meyer declared he was meeting their emissaries face-to-face, calling themselves, crucially, Plejaren, not Pleiadians. A clue or just semantics? Billy Meyer's accounts depict the Plejaren as tall, graceful, and strikingly beautiful beings, resembling Nordic idealizations. Blonde hair, blue eyes, glowing skin, features symmetrical and almost hypnotic. But what sets them apart? Their agenda was and remains radically different from the stereotypical gray abductor or enigmatic mantis visitor. The Plejaren claim benevolence, aligning themselves as cosmic custodians to guide, not dominate, humanity. Their chief mission, to catalyze our spiritual evolution. From crystal-clear UFO photographs to pages of contact notes, Meyer amassed a colossal mountain of evidence, much of it fiercely debated. But in his retelling, these weren't abductions. They were teachings. The first contact occurred in a sun-dappled forest clearing, Billy face-to-face with Simyasi, a Plejaren woman. She greeted him not with threats or riddles, but with wisdom, warnings about environmental destruction, war, nuclear recklessness, and the urgent need for humanity to awaken. The Plejaren, according to Meyer, had been watching us for millennia, nudging civilization at key moments, but bound by strict cosmic non-interference laws. You might ask, why do they look so human? The Plejaren say they're distant relatives, genetically linked to our ancestors. Perhaps this resonance is why many contactees report a sense of profound belonging in their presence. But let's not gloss over the controversy. Skeptics have pored over Meyer's photographs, forensicists have debated the voice recordings, and even ufologists are split. Is Billy Meyer the ultimate truth teller or a gifted hoax artist? Still, the Plejaren story doesn't live and die with Meyer. American author Barbara Marciniak would claim her own encounters, this time through channeled messages. Unlike Meyer's Walk in the Woods narrative, Marciniak's Pleiadians speak through trances and meditative states, delivering messages of healing, empowerment, and unity. In Marciniak's telling, the Pleiadians are light bringers, here to awaken what she calls the family of light. They speak not just of physics and history, but offer a handbook for spiritual revolution, suggesting our very DNA contains dormant codes, waiting to be switched on. There's a pattern here. Whether arriving in a beam ship in a Swiss meadow or streaming through a mystic's consciousness in North Carolina, the Plejaren or Pleiadian archetype stands apart for its benevolent, transformational agenda. But what do we make of the Plejaren's physical traits? At 6 to 7 feet tall, with perfectly proportioned physiques, they resemble the mythic gods and goddesses of Northern Europe, a recurring image through ancient texts and legends. This suggestion of genetic kinship adds another twist. Could ancient Nordic myths, Odin, Freya, the Shining, Aesir, be distorted memories of Plejaren visitations? Some believe that's precisely the case. The Plejaren speak of periodic contact with humanity, guiding but never ruling, a delicate dance of influence. What's more, Meyer claims the Plejaren have aided many planets at many stages of evolution as unseen mentors. But why, you might wonder, all this subterfuge? Why the secrecy, the fleeting glimpses, the cryptic teachings? The Plejaren answer, humanity is at a spiritual crossroads. Their role is not to rule or save us, but to provoke our own awakening. In their worldview, an intervention would only breed dependence. Let's pause to consider their craft, a linchpin in the Meyer case. Photographs show silvery, disc-shaped beam ships, often framed against pastoral Swiss backdrops. Debunkers have suggested model making and trick photography, but some photo analysts were reportedly unable to find conclusive evidence of fraud. The clarity and consistency of the images, compared with the blurred snapshots typical of the UFO genre, set the Meyer case apart. Beyond the visuals, Meyer's contact notes are packed with warnings and insights advanced by 1970s standards, including environmental dangers, mass surveillance, and even the rise of technological addiction. Many followers cite this uncanny prophetic streak as proof of legitimacy. Skeptics, however, argue that none of the Plejaren claims, such as a parallel universe of habitation or their precise stellar origin, has been substantiated by astronomers. Specific details about Plejaren homeworlds also fluctuate in the contact literature, fueling endless debates. But here's a curveball. In the early Meyer material, the visitors refer to themselves as Plejaren, saying their home planet, Era, isn't located in the visible Pleiades cluster, but a parallel dimension. Why the linguistic shift? Some suggest it's a move to escape scrutiny. Others see it as evidence of internal consistency. The Plejaren describe Era as much like Earth: blue skies, sweeping forests, pristine seas, but technologically and spiritually advanced. Their society, Meyer says, is governed by principles of harmony, sustainability, and respect for all life. They claim to live for centuries free of disease, their civilization guided not by money or warfare, but by wisdom and consensus. Skeptical, sure, but it's a vision that's seduced millions. Let's shift gears. Why this archetype? Why the Nordic alien? Why are so many contactees visited by beings who look not alien, but hyperhuman? Some theorists say it's the work of the subconscious, an embodiment of ancestral memory or idealized self. But what if, just what if, these visitors really have shaped us long ago, leaving their likeness in our DNA and our dreams? There are twists aplenty. Some less-known contactees report unsettling encounters, telepathic questioning, overwhelming awe, or emotions too intense to bear. The Plejaren, for all their grace, can be described as daunting, as if meeting an older, wiser sibling who sees through all your secrets. And the teachings themselves are hardly easy listening. The Plejaren are blunt, sometimes chastising, warning of a coming collapse if humanity doesn't change its destructive course, and yet always offering a way back to balance. Their philosophy emphasizes personal responsibility, nonviolence, critical thinking, and a search for higher consciousness. Unlike some New Age contact material, they discourage worship or blind belief. They want us to mature, not follow. This message has spawned thousands of followers across the globe, fueling spiritual movements, books, and whole new methods of meditation. Yet even within the UFO community, Plejaren believers are a minority. Many see their tale as benign science fiction. Others point to Meyer's secluded lifestyle, suggesting self-delusion or a need for myth-making. But here's the mind-bender. What if the message matters more than the messenger? The Plejaren push us to confront our own failings, envision a better future, and reconnect, if only in spirit, with our cosmic neighbors. Some followers report life-changing experiences, spontaneous moments of joy, healing, or a sudden drive to improve their communities. Elsewhere, Barbara Marciniak's transmissions carry forward the Nordics' core motif: the restoration of human dignity through harmony and inner work. Marciniak claims the Pleiadians seek planetary guardians among us, those ready to steward not just the Earth, but our own evolution. In her books, she refers to an impending shift, a leap in consciousness accessible to all, if we dare. But in true cosmic fashion, nothing is certain. Skeptics find patterns of wish fulfillment. Believers see maps to a new dawn. And just when you think you have the Plejaren figured out, another wrinkle appears. Claims of hidden bases on Earth, reports of time travel, rumors of cosmic councils overseeing the fate of entire star systems. Meyer's material even dips into timelines, echoing Mandela effect-style anomalies, hinting that reality itself is in flux, manipulated by advanced consciousness. Whether myth, multi-dimensional fact, or something stranger, the Plejaren stand unique in the galaxy of alien lore. Nordics who offer not abduction, but advice, who do not erase memories, but leave haunting questions and a legacy of transformation. What emerges is a portrait of cosmic kinship, a sense that if we're not alone, our companions might look more familiar than we ever expected. So, what do you make of the Plejaren? Are they the harbingers of hope, the architects of a new human age, or just the latest chapter in our endless longing for connection? As always, the truth may be somewhere in between, hidden in the dance of star clusters, ancient stories, and the yearning of every earthling who looks skyward and wonders. Before you click away, I want to hear your thoughts. Do the Plejaren match ancient myths, or are they a product of modern hopes? Which contact account resonates with you more? Meyer's tangible encounters or Marciniak's channeled transmissions? Drop your insights, theories, or your most out-there questions in the comments below. And of course, let us know which alien dossiers you want us to break down next. Should we cover the mysterious Arcturians, the infamous Greys, or something totally unexpected? Thanks for tuning in to Vetted Shorts. Keep questioning, keep looking up, and remember, the next dossier might just change everything. Until next time, stay curious.